Hello everyone, Ace here, and we are back with my Let's Play of the English campaign of Empire Earth. So, last mission, or last video, we did We Band of Brothers, where we were playing as Henry V, as told by William Shakespeare, and we fought at the key Battle of Agincourt in the 100 Years' War. Which means the next scenario is going to be the war against Napoleon, which means we're actually jumping ahead a few hundred years, which will be really interesting considering all the tech changes. So it's a good thing that I've saved up quite a few points, I think. Let's jump right in. Still a little sick, by the way, but I am recovering.
Sir Arthur Wellesley, the future Duke of Wellington, smiled grimly as he considered the task he faced. The brazen yet brilliant French general Napoleon Bonaparte had conquered most of Europe and had even crowned himself emperor. But by invading Spain and Portugal, he had finally overextended his forces. Iberia had become the soft underbelly of France's new empire, and the difficult job of splitting it open had fallen upon Sir Arthur. While the fate of Europe hung in the balance, he would cross swords with Napoleon's Grande Armée for the first time. There, he would either perish or emerge a soldier great enough to challenge Napoleon himself.
Alright. So here's the history. It is a little bit longer than normal for the English campaign here. I'm not going to read it to abridge the video as much as possible, but if you are interested, feel free to pause the video now and read it. So here's some of the hints. Let's get to it, shall we? Sorry.
General Wellesley, you and your forces are to board troop ships in Portsmouth and sail to Portugal. When you arrive, drive the French under General Juno out of Lisbon. Be careful. French warships have been sighted in the channel.
Thank you, Minister. I shall inspect the troops at Portsmouth and prepare to meet the great army of France.
Okay, so here we go. Alright, so I'm going to move Wellington over to here, where the troops are. So we've got cavalry, sword cavalry, we've got field guns, and we've got ranged infantry, which is good. Alright, so let's see what kind of points we can spend here. I'll go ahead and get that, and also maybe I think I'll just hold off on that for now. I am, however, going to go to the field guns and anti-tank line as well. Also, range and hit points, I think. Well, first let's see what we can get here. Cost reduction, good. Range, good. Also speed, also good. Okay, so I think we've got... We're going to avoid the infantry range for right now. Let's see what kind of stuff we got here. Okay, cavalry range is good so far. From ooh, what did I accidentally pick? Yeah, get that out of there. There we go. Let's speed it up a little bit. Sorry about the coughing. Okay, so we do... Okay, so we do have some good stuff here. And we can upgrade these units, which is what I will do once I get here. Something to note about Duke of Wellington is that he's actually considered a warrior hero, which means he'll give him a morale boost.
To Portsmouth, General. Your infantry, dragoons, and cannon are ready to board their transports. These frigates have been assigned to be our escorts, sir. French warships have been sighted in the channel. We'll need to keep an eye out for them.
Excellent. We shall set sail at once.
My king.
Our first goal, men, is to liberate the city of Lisbon. Then we'll drive Juno from Portugal.
Your command?
Okay, we can, however, upgrade... Ooh, well, actually, let's go ahead and take one of those off there so we can upgrade the infantry fully. There we go. And there's our cavalry. Now we'll be able to load everyone onto these ships, which is going to be really useful.
Your command? Raise the anchor. Full broadside.
Okay, so there is something really amusing with these transports, by the way. Sorry, once we get... Okay, so...
Lower the anchor. Raise the anchor. Orders, Captain. Fire up broadside. Lower the anchor. Raise the anchor.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that because it is funny.
Fire up broadside. Raise the anchor. Captain.
I just imagine the ship's crew there just freaking out at the guy's constant changing of orders. Lower the anchor, raise the anchor.
Captain. Fire up broadside. Lower the anchor. Raise the anchor.
And yes, if the game's gonna keep letting me do it, you better believe I'm gonna keep doing it.
Fire up broadside. Captain. Fire up broadside. Lower the anchor. Raise the anchor.
This is way much more fun than it should be.
Fire up broadside. Raise the anchor. Fire up broadside.
We've reached Lisbon, men. Now to
Here we go.
expel these French interlopers and free the city.
Okay.
Broadside.
Which is ironic since these guys don't actually have an attack value.
Raise the anchor.
We do, however, have our army ready to go.
For St. George.
May I assist?
I might actually decide...
George. For St. George. For St. George. For king and country.
May I assist?
Well, our units do seem to be doing the job quite nicely, I'd say.
Lisbon is free again. But stay on your guard, men. General Juno will surely organize a counterattack.
Alright.
Our next task is to locate General Juno and force him to withdraw from Portugal.
Alright, so we did lose a horse, but otherwise...
General Wellesley, Juno has just delivered a message. He is willing to negotiate with you in person. He awaits you now.
Alright. Ah, here he is.
Surely.
Or...
No command.
For king and country.
There we are.
General Juno, the French occupation of Portugal cannot stand. Surrender, and I will personally guarantee your safe passage back to France.
I accept. There is no disgrace in surrender with honor.
Okay, so the French are gonna fall back like that. Good, good.
General Wellesley successfully drove the French out of Portugal in 1808, but the generous terms he had offered to Juno caused an outcry back home in England.
General Wellesley should never have let the French go. He has behaved disgracefully.
And I say he conducted his campaign brilliantly. He behaved honorably and brought us victory against the French.
Despite the controversy, within a year, Sir Arthur was placed back in charge of defending Portugal. With the resources of the Portuguese crown now at his disposal, and fresh operating funds from home, he was given a new mission: defeat the French army at the town of Talavera in Spain.
Okay, then. Sorry.
For St. George.
May I assist?
Okay, so we still have a good chunk of our army left, which is
General Wellesley,
pretty
I
useful.
bring word that Spanish rebels south of here in Badajoz are willing to join your army.
Yes.
But first you must help take Badajoz by siege.
Okay.
Alright,
May I assist?
For St. George.
so we do have plenty of resources in terms of gold and iron, which will be very useful in getting our stuff together here. So we'll start off by getting that taken care of. We will build ourselves some brand new infantry, or brand new troops here. Let's see, what else can we do? Might want to consider upgrading the cannons here, and also, while we're at it, we are going to augment them with a pair of bombards, I think. Yep. And while we're at it, we'll just get that taken care of.
Ready. They'll rue the day. Yes? Right way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Right away. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's taken care of. We got our food coming in, which is good.
Yeah. Right away.
Our 2 bombards are ready, and let's see, we'll get them grouped together with bronze cannons here. Let's see. I do need to actually give these guys a speed boost, which is what I'll do there, and there we go. These guys are actually going to be faster than the infantry, which is really surprising, but we'll get them a range boost, which will be pretty useful. I'm thinking also an area of effect boost as well.
Ready, I serve.
Now these guys, there we go.
All the city.
There we are. So now I have some ranged cavalry, which will be really, really useful. I think I've got enough for another 5, which is good because I'll be getting more. There we go. So. Okay, so we'll also give it this bombard and area of effect boost. So these things will be able to hit stuff from very far away. And they'll be able to hit more targets while at it. Also, I think I'll go ahead and just buff their attack, because I'm not going to have enough iron to buff their area of effect again, but I can buff the attack, which is what I will do. And almost. There we go.
May I assist? How may I serve?
For St. George.
Ready.
Okay, so.
Their heads will roll.
So I'm considering, let's see here. Yeah, I might as well actually go ahead and get another bombard. That'll give us 3 of them.
Ready. All the city. How may I serve?
For king and country.
Okay, so that's done. And there we go. These guys are going to just be blasting stuff from very, very far away, which is exactly what I need. Okay, so I think I do have enough for another 5. So I'll get another 5 there. That will put me up to 77, I think, which means should have enough for 4 citizens, which I will use those to get my force to be able to build. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just get 2 citizens, or yeah, 2 citizens and a couple of nurses. That way, I have the advantages of both. I can heal my units, but I also can build hospitals to do it even more.
Can I assist?
For king and country. How may I serve? All the city.
Okay, so there's the other nurse. There we go.
They'll rue the day. How may I serve?
How many more of these guys we have? 2 more coming. Okay.
Can I help?
All the city. Yeah.
I have plenty of stone to build hospitals with,
Can I help?
Ready.
so that shouldn't be an issue either.
They'll rue the day.
Okay, this will be the pop cap reached, and that should be everything.
How may I serve?
There we go.
For St. George.
Yes. Right way.
Can I assist?
Now, we're going to move our troops up to... here it is. So we'll go ahead and get the artillery going, blasting away at whatever defenses we've got to deal with.
On my way.
There we go. That's 1 group down, or 1 tower down. Let's take out the other. Now, citizens will actually take area of effect damage like these guys did, because they're not trying to avoid... Wow. These things have an impressive area effect damage if they can take out people that far away. Okay, so that's taken down. There's that tower. It's gotta go. Okay, so that one... Okay, so I think there's 1 more tower or so that we have to destroy, and once we take it out... there it is. And we just about got it. There we go.
Toulouse has been liberated. The Spanish rebels have joined Wellesley's army.
They'll rue the day. Yes. Right way.
Okay. So there's the French army right there. We will use our artillery to kind of soften them up.
Can I assist?
And we gotta hurry to get there before...
Can I assist?
Well, that was easy. Ooh.
The French army at Talavera has been defeated. We must keep up the pressure. On to Toledo, and after that, Salamanca.
Yeah, we don't actually get any more supplies, I don't think, and so it's a good thing that we are going to be building some hospitals. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this hospital finished. Hopefully these guys can do it fast enough.
Can I help?
Oh, here they go.
Can I assist?
We gotta go ahead and push forward if we're gonna be able to help them. We gotta push forward.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is take these guys.
Right away.
Okay.
You be the new group 3, and you go over here.
Can I assist?
For king and country.
Okay, so we've pushed through, I think.
Toledo has been liberated. On to Salamanca.
Viva General Wellesley! Toledo is free!
Right away.
Well, that's good. That's another city, and that means that we get even more points to work with. And the final scenario is going to actually be pretty heavily action-focused, but it will actually pay off to
Can I help?
Their heads will roll.
get our troops ready.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Or to build more troops, basically.
Right away.
Okay.
We actually got more gold, so we can actually go ahead and build an improvement that makes these things work even faster. But the Spanish are already on the move. Can we get this hospital finished? Time? Maybe. There we go.
Who can I help?
Although everyone's already healed, so we'll just go ahead and push in. Ah, here they are.
Who can I help?
With our victory at Salamanca, Napoleon's hold on Spain has been shattered. Let us advance across the Pyrenees into France
Yes?
and engage his imperial forces outside Toulouse. Victory is so close, I can taste it.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and build another hospital. And that should be the end of it, I think. Because we'll then just march our army straight over the Alps, or the Pyrenees, and take out what's left of the French. Let's see, is our objective to... Okay, so it's just to defeat the French army there. This could actually be a little bit tricky depending on what unit types they've got, but otherwise...
Can I assist?
Yeah, our army, I think, is ready at this point. Let's go ahead and begin the march. They might have a few sharpshooters, so that could be a problem.
St. George.
Because those guys can one-shot. Yep, they do. Which means they can one-shot infantry. However, they only have a few of them. And thanks to my cavalry, they're kind of not in a good position here. They're kind of on the losing end, I'd say. Okay, well, actually...
Who can I help?
I actually kind of want to stay near the mountain, that way I can fall back to it and get the combat bonus, but apparently that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and push on. There they are. Wow, I have almost the right units to counter these guys. Okay, so they do have a lot of cannon, but we can take them out. There we go. And there's the end of it, I think.
By the time he had defeated the French at Toulouse, Sir Arthur Wellesley had been made the Duke of Wellington, or the Iron Duke, as his enemies came to call him. As for Napoleon Bonaparte, having surrendered at Fontainebleau 3 days earlier, it would be many months before he and Wellington would finally meet in battle.
All right. Whoops. So let's see what... Okay, so... There we are. So this should be the end of this mission. And it is. So let's see how many points we got. 33. That's quite enough to play with, I think. So let's see how we did score-wise. Top in the military economy. The first town that Badajoz town got the top on that, but yeah, well. So 152 units killed for 9 lost. 6 buildings razed. Not bad. Citizen count 15. Research count. Okay, pretty good. So this mission didn't take that long, as you can probably see. Yeah. So this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.